It's Friday! Dink! Alright, let's go. It's episode 004 of the Friday 5. My name is Cameron, your host for now. I'm the CEO and founder here at Community Boost. And for those of you that are coming back to the Friday 5 series, thank you. Thanks for those that are sharing this with your other nonprofit colleagues. Much love. We appreciate it. For those that are new, what is this series? We have a digital marketing for nonprofits free Facebook community group. Everyone that joins that group is asked, what is your biggest marketing challenge? We have upwards of 800 responses. This is the series where we take the time and answer those questions one-to-one for you. So about to hit a 5-minute timer. We're gonna let it run. We're gonna get through as many as we can, and then we'll be back next week on Friday answering more. Without further ado, you ready? I know we want to, get into our weekends, but let's end our week strong thinking about marketing challenges. So let's do it. All right, I'm going to hit my timer. Let's go. All right, first question from Amy from NYSPTA. Biggest challenge is finding relevant content for our audience. I definitely feel you on this. It's a PTA. Obviously, there's a couple things that come to mind. First is, if you don't really know if you want more relevant content, you have to ask. Ask your audience what they really want, and are you even really doing that? Next, if there's other sources that are thought leaders in your space, you can find inspiration there. And then honestly, what most organizations often aren't doing is actually repurposing their content. You probably have some great pillar content and content from the past that's more evergreen. Repurpose it, right? In today's world, there's tons of different noise, and most people didn't see your past post anyway, so you can repurpose it, just change things up a little bit. All right, next is Melissa from the Combined Jewish Philanthropies. Her biggest challenge is converting clicks to donations when running a Facebook ad campaign. Well, first, kudos to you for even trying. Facebook can work, but when it's not, we typically want to first audit our creative. Is our creative compelling? Is it inspiring? Do we think that this should be giving? The donation pages that they're hitting, should this be working as well? Is this creative working in other channels and not on Facebook? If that's the case, then we also often need to look at our targeting. The power of Facebook is in the targeting. It's a mix between creative and targeting, but how effectively are you doing this? And you got to continue to test that out, right? Not every campaign will work, but you continue to optimize. But the lowest hanging fruit often is taking a past list of donors and supporters, securely uploading that, and then targeting a lookalike audience based off the people that have given to your organization in the past. And that's typically the fastest hack that's been working for us. Cool. Next is from let's see here. We have Debbie from Nashville Cares. Her biggest challenge is one word. It is budget. You're the only one, right? You're the only nonprofit with a budget issue. Nah, I'm just joking. But we definitely hear this a lot. And there's, it can be challenging. But the power of digital, especially when you're kind of doing what you can internally, is it doesn't have to cost that much. We just have to be a practitioner. But if you're wanting to do something bigger, there's a few things that have worked for some of our nonprofit partners, and that can be really seeking someone who supported your cause for a while, and you almost want to re-engage them differently and say, if you think the Google Ad Grant can really effectively help your org, but you want professional care of that grant and management of that grant, well, go out to one of those funders and say, hey, we want to test this new innovative channel. We want to test ad grants or Facebook ads or build a new email tech stack. This is why we think we have to do it for the long-term health of our organization and what we think is going to happen over the next 3, 6, and 12 months because of it, right? We think we're going to send thousands of additional visitors that would have never found us. We've literally done this with organizations where donors were typically invested in something else or cut funds to something else. And then when they learned that we sent thousands of visitors to their, through those new efforts, they literally had tears and they were pumped. And so it's how you frame it to your supporters and investors. All right, next is from Eng from the Worldwide Lighthouse Missions. The biggest challenge is staying up to date with trends. This is common. There's so many great resources. You just got to find what you like, whether that's, our group, blogs, subscribing to key blogs like the Classy blog. Podcasts can be a great resource as well. And I like to just follow and other news sources for digital marketing for nonprofits. Also, follow causes that do it really well. There's a lot of inspiration there, and then you're kind of always asking why are they doing what they're doing, and you're staying more up to date. Cool. Next is Eliza from the Peso Pacifico. Her biggest challenge is reserving the time to learn about it and do it. Also, an ad budget is usually decided on a post-by-post basis. You just gotta figure out the time. If you really care about your organization and you're handling a lot of the digital, you have to make the time. You have to protect the time to continue to learn. And at times it can feel like a side hustle, but you just gotta keep pressing on, and you gotta try more. And the fact that your ad budget is on a post-by-post basis is kind of crazy. It sounds like there's some decision issues there. Whether people are overly sensitive to creative or messaging, but if you're spending almost nothing, you got to take off the handcuffs. You got to make sure we get the handcuffs off, because social media is about speed, and we can't be that slow to make things work, in my opinion. All right. Woo! It's Friday. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Thank you for tuning in to episode 4. We will be back next week answering more of your biggest marketing challenges as a nonprofit leader. If you want to join our group, please do. Again, here's the link, Digital Marketing for Nonprofits. And also be sure to follow us on all social media channels. And also, if you're looking for a little extra help and you want to bring in a little extra muscle and acceleration on your digital channels, you can also visit us at communityboost.org. We have a ton of great blog content, and our team is always happy to hop on a call and talk strategy, no strings attached. See you next time.